Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to another segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. The recitation is a short one. Let's have the recitation first. Asa Mahalla Panjama Thakur Charan Suhave, Har Santan Pave, Rahao. आप गवाया सेव कमाया गुण रस रस गावे एक कह आसा दरस प्यासा आन न पावे दया तुहारी क्या जंत विचारी नानक बल बल जावे. So this is teaching us how to relate to the wisdom of the Creator, Naam. The reflectional verse is Thakur Charan Suhave. Literally, it means that the feet of the Master are pleasing, and Har Santan Pave. Santan, the devotee, the servant to the Har, finds the feet. In other words, creates a relationship with wisdom. So let's look at Thakur Charan Suhave. Thakur, of course, is a reference to the Creator as the Master. Charan, the feet of the Master. The feet, now feet imply movement. So to find the feet of the Master would suggest that you're finding movement which emanates from the Creator. So we have to remember that wisdom is created by the Master, because the ik, the sun, samad, state of the Master prior to creation is a stasis. It's only potential. What we catch is its movement, which is naam, shabad. If you recall from Asa ki var, aapine aap sajyo, aapine rachyo, now. Doi kudrat sajye. So prior to creation, the Creator brought forth naam, or wisdom, or the generative power of the universe. So in Sun Samad, the Creator was in the shape of infinite potential. But in order to create, he had to will wisdom, the design, if you will, the blueprint, the movement, the execution. So that is what is meant by. So we relate to the Creator through its wisdom, which is symbolized by feet, by movement, because that is what is the nature of the universe that we are in. So, Thakur Charan Suhave, Har Santan Pave. So you have to be devoted in order to find the feet. And then the Guru lays out the process. Aap gavaya, sev kamaya. How do you earn? How do you do it? You do it by aap gavaya. So the question here is, what prepares one for wisdom? To lose one's ego, the willingness to clear the ego, aap gavaya. One must be prepared to clear the ego. What does that mean? It means to confront the illusory perspective of the ego. You see, because the ego has this illusion that it is self-sufficient, but it is not. It does not see reality exactly as it is. What you're seeing is a projection of the mind, and you're missing the point. So the ego is not self-sufficient. It has to be cleansed, not necessarily destroyed, because it is the ego which, when it is cleansed, will become the daru. Haume dhirag rog hai, daru bhi ismahe. It becomes the trigger to move you along the process of Nam. So therefore, you have to remember that it is through the I that wisdom comes. But the I has to be cleansed of its delusion first. Then what happens is gun ras gave. Aap gavave, sev kamave. Then gun ras gave. Only then will you have a relation with wisdom through its attributes and qualities. In other words, it's only then that you will give expression to the qualities of wisdom. And for that, there is a precondition. What is that? In verse 2, ek hai asa, motivation. One clear motivation, objective. One must desire it, yearn for it, have a hunger for it, and be clear about it. Asa, you should know. Daras pe asa, hungry for that vision, focused. Ananapava, nothing else matters. Nothing else should enter your mind. So you have to have this one-pointed focus. And the Guru concludes by saying, when that happens, what do you realize? You realize Daya tuhari kya jant vichari, that at the end, it was not your effort, but the grace of the Creator that you were given its wisdom. And therefore, Nanak bal bal jave. Nanak is overwhelmed with awe and submits himself. So this is how we use the I to relate to wisdom. So we mistakenly think that the ego has to be killed. No, it has to be transformed. It is like dusting a surface that has too much dust collected on it. So the dust of our sensory experience blinds us to reality. So we have to cleanse the eye, the mirror of the eye. So the more you clean it, the more wisdom more Guru wisdom you will acquire. That is the message of this passage. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.